Do you think that working moms don't pick up their kids and spin them around? Do you think working moms don't go to Ross and TJ Maxx and smell candles? Do you think working moms don't stop for coffee in the morning? Hi, working mom here. I can promise you I do all of those things. Today we are talking about the I married a provider trend that is all over Instagram and TikTok. There are a few versions of this trend, but basically it's a video of a woman doing what she wants to on a weekday because she married a provider or didn't marry a loser. She's doing things like going to Home Goods, getting a coffee, going to Chick-fil-A, playing with her kids, hanging out with a friend, and there's usually some time component of it, like I'm doing this at 10 a.m. on a Wednesday, or like I'm doing this at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, to just point out the fact that she doesn't have a traditional 9 to 5, and so therefore she can do these things that she wants to whenever she wants to. It's almost always stay-at-home moms posting this trend, but sometimes it's just housewives or like stay-at-home girlfriends. And what they mean by I married a provider is that they mean they married someone who provides financially. And that is such a narrow-minded definition of the word provider. Yes, it is what we typically mean in the US when we say that someone is a provider. It means that they're the breadwinner. It means that they make the money for the family. But I think there are a few questions we need to ask. Who is providing free childcare? Who is providing free house cleaning services? Who is providing chauffeur services, homeschool lessons, home-cooked meals? Yes, providing financially is important. We live in a capitalist society, everything costs money. But this doesn't take into consideration the free labor that women are doing that is undervalued and underappreciated simply because it is not paid work. If you had to hire someone for each of these roles, childcare provider, grocery shopper, taxi service, home chef, teacher, maid service, you would be spending thousands of dollars a month. The very reason that this work is undervalued is because women have done it for centuries without being paid. There's this idea that feminists fought so that women could work, but that's not true. Women have always worked. Feminists fought so that women could get paid. Most of these women would consider themselves anti-feminist. They're the people who say less feminism, more femininity. The thing that these women don't understand is that feminism has shaped every aspect of their lives. Their lives look like that not because they married a provider, but because feminism allowed their lives to look like that. Your kids are playing with toys you bought on a credit card that you have thanks to feminism. You're cooking food in a house that you own or rent with your husband because you're allowed to be on the deed or the rental agreement thanks to feminism. Almost all of these videos show activities that are not exclusive to stay-at-home moms. Do you think that working moms don't pick up their kids and spin them around? Do you think working moms don't go to Ross and TJ Maxx and smell candles? Do you think working moms don't stop for coffee in the morning? Hi, working mom here. I can promise you I do all of those things. I did all of those things when I had a 9 to 5, and I do all of those things now, and I don't have a 9 to 5. Stay-at-home moms or stay-at-home wives or stay-at-home girlfriends are not the only people who get to do these things. There are plenty of people who can be in their pool at 10 a.m. on a Wednesday because they're a gig worker, or they work a night shift, or they have a non-traditional job. A lot of these conservative stay-at-home moms convince themselves that every job is a corporate 9 to 5. And that's just so far from the truth. But it's also not a surprise that they don't understand it because a lot of them have never had a traditional job in their lives. Maybe they babysat as a teenager or they worked retail in college, but so many of them went directly from their parents' house to their husband's house. And in that way, they don't experience the real world in the same way that a lot of other people do. All of these videos position being a stay-at-home mom as a flex. And in a lot of cases, it is, because so many people in this country cannot live off of one income. The problem is that they are placing so much judgment on families that can't live off of one salary. The message is very clear. If you're not financially able to live off of one income as a family, that means your partner is a loser. There are so many people who would love to be stay-at-home parents, but they can't because even with a good job, they cannot afford it. And that is not a personal issue. That is a systemic issue. We shouldn't be passing judgment on hardworking people who aren't making a living wage because guess what? That's not their fault. With all of these videos, it is so telling to me that their view of a provider has nothing to do with what their partner does or how their partner participates in the home, and solely depends on how much money they make. There are so many jobs out there, good, reliable, morally sound jobs that do not provide enough money for a family to survive without other sources of income. Teachers, nurses, social workers, librarians, mental health counselors. Those are all good jobs that make a direct impact on people's lives every single day that don't make a living wage most of the time. If you're a woman married to someone in one of those professions, did you marry a loser? Because I would never classify those jobs as loser jobs.
To all the girls and young women out there who have been spending time on social media and have seen that trend where it's like, I'm at Pilates at 10 a.m. because I didn't marry a loser, or I'm home with my kids because I didn't marry a loser, I need you to watch this video. Please listen closely. As somebody who is in a very, very happy relationship, very strong marriage, I need you to know that how much money your man makes has absolutely nothing to do with him being a loser or not. It also has nothing to do with him being a provider or not. There are men out there who wake up every day, go work hard at their jobs, come home, and they simply just don't make enough to fund their household on one income because things are expensive right now. And then there are guys, definitely guys, out there who make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. They're worth millions of dollars, and they are 100% complete losers. Like, losers. That's because what makes a man a loser isn't how much money he does or does not make. Because what an actual loser husband looks like is a guy who doesn't respect you. A guy who doesn't admire you. He doesn't celebrate you. He doesn't see you as an equal. He doesn't listen to you. And that has nothing to do with how much money a guy makes. There are so many women at their 10 a.m. Pilates classes who are in miserable marriages. So I'm team don't marry a loser. But you gotta know what a loser actually looks like.
Overall, the point of these videos is the judgment. They're pushing this idea that women shouldn't want to work, that your biological destiny is to bear and rear children, that it's in your nature to be domestic. It's this whole idea that men and women have complementary roles, that men are built to go out and work and provide financially for the family, and women are meant to raise the children and support their husbands.
Men and women are not the same, and that is a blessing. He provides and protects. I multiply. He is the head of the family. I am the heart. He provides the shelter. I give it a heartbeat. He provides the ingredients. I make the meal. He provides the house. I make it into a home. He takes care of my outer world. I take care of his inner world. He gave me love. I gave him life. Our roles complement rather than compete.
It's pushing these regressive gender roles, but couching it in this like cute domestic stay-at-home mom life. Why would you want to go to work and sit in a cubicle when you could be at home wearing a pretty dress and baking cookies with your toddler? There's a complete lack of understanding that people have different desires. People have different ambitions. They want different things out of their lives. Another thing that's important to point out is that a lot of these women probably don't even think about the deeper implications of the trend they're participating in when they post these videos. They're scrolling, they see a cute video of a mom saying she's happy she gets to go out with her toddler at 2 p.m. and get coffee and little sweet treats because she doesn't have a job because her husband works. And they feel seen. They love this positive spin on stay-at-home mom life, which often is difficult. Being a stay-at-home mom is a lot of work, and this trend romanticizes that life. So they see these videos and they think, oh, hey, I can post a video like that too. I can post about the fun side of being a stay-at-home mom. I can make a humble brag video that my life is better than yours because I get to do these fun things on a weekday. And they feel the need to push back against this idea that they have that feminists are criticizing them for being stay-at-home moms. Because across the conservative media ecosystem, there is this idea that feminists, working moms, liberals, progressives are judging conservative moms who stay home. But it's made up. People don't think that. It's like the war on Christmas. No one is trying to cancel Christmas. No progressives are saying that it's a bad thing to be a stay-at-home mom if that is what you truly want to do. Conservatives constantly feel the need to pretend they are oppressed, to perpetually act like they are the victim. And in this situation, it's to claim that people are judging them for being stay-at-home moms. It's delusional. It's propaganda. And so many people on the right believe this narrative, that they feel the need to prove people wrong, to push back against this stereotype that they've made up. People on the left don't think that being a stay-at-home mom is shameful or that it's not as valuable as working outside the home. In fact, feminists are the ones who've been saying for decades that domestic work is real work. Just because it is unpaid does not mean it is not legitimate. Women have been holding up society through unpaid domestic and emotional labor for centuries. Women take on the brunt of the mental load. They are the house managers for their entire family. They are the cruise directors for their kids' and husbands' lives. And not only does society not value that work, these women don't value it in themselves. By positioning their husbands as the sole providers, they are ignoring the hard work they do every single day to raise the kids and create a functioning home life. You know, honestly, working husbands are the ones who should be making these videos. They should be posting from the office, me on a random Tuesday in a meeting with my work bros, because I didn't marry a loser, I married a provider. Because the person who is holding down the fort, who is helping the family thrive, the person who is making sure the children are fed and bathed and clothed and comfortable, the person who is supporting their partner's career ambitions, that is the real provider. Okay, I think that's it for me today. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Ileana. I talk about the intersection of politics and parenting. I have a background in sociology. I talk a lot about social media trends, things that are happening around the world, and I love making videos just like this one. So if you liked this video, please subscribe, please hit the like button, leave a comment. I want to know what you think about this trend. I'm on every social media platform as @IleanaJustine. I would love to have you follow along. I have lots more videos like this one in the works. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for taking the time to watch. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.